What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of NTS TV.
Yo, welcome.
We got full squad today in the
What
building.
up?
Full thing.
Mr. T Money.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
I
Hello.
know y'all haven't met him yet, but Mr. G on, aka Buna Baby. Mr.
Buna
Get the
lady.
bag. Hit him with a slow mo,
Hey.
yeah, never lag.
It's good, baby girl.
And we got Mr. Spoonchy.
What up? What up?
He don't funk with the unchies.
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
I would say something that rhymes.
He don't
with
even
that,
like
but-
smoking loose leaves.
Okay.
But I do eat the.
I don't even gonna say that.
Right.
But yeah, we got full squad today in the building, guys.
Yes, sir.
Today, oh man, my bad.
Wow. Blowing up.
My bad.
Wow.
My
It's
bad.
crazy.
Today we got a very, very different topic for you guys. Today we have a. Well, first off, let's start off with this video that I found on the other day. I was scrolling on YouTube. It's kind of mindlessly scrolling, like how sometimes I get lost in. And I was, I scrolled by. I happened to see this one video with like 10 views and like 4 likes. I'm gonna play it out for the squad. You guys are gonna see it on the screen in a second, but let's watch this together.
Remember to wash our hands, right?
Yes.
He told the
Very
kid
good.
to wash his hands and use the block as like a way to kind of like.
Teach him
Like-
how to.
What the hell kind of parenting is that, bro?
I don't know, man.
Like it just
I don't know.
It blows my mind what people do for like just for the internet now. Like it's crazy. Which leads us into our conversation. The topic is the price for fame. The price for fame. What do you guys think of that simple saying, like the price for fame?
I'd say honestly, bro.
Like just from that simple video, like what do you think of just imagine you just happen to scroll down YouTube one day and you're scrolling through your shorts, whatever. You happen to see that video out of nowhere. What would the first thing you think?
Well, the first thing that I would think, in a father's perspective, my son is grown now. My son is 14, but when he was that age, man, it's different. My son, he came from good morals. Like I instilled good morals in my son. His mom even more, but I really couldn't even put myself in a perspective to where I would even like joke around like that.
Point a
because
gun at a
that's
kid.
kind of
Right.
like,
Like I don't see
Your kid.
Bro,
That's the craziest thing
yeah.
about
I
it.
just don't see
And
how that could even be worth
why
the money.
why post it? Like if you're trying to teach a kid a lesson, okay, cool. It might be a little traumatic way of doing it, but why post something like that?
Yeah, I just personally I feel like a lot of people do things for money or for fame that if they already had the money, you know what I'm saying, you probably wouldn't catch them doing that in their normal day-to-day life. Like I'm sure I mean, it's hard to say, but
He seemed like
I would
like
hope that he doesn't do that with his son every day and just
It's-
play with the gun like
the
that.
crazy thing about it is he seems like a good kid and like possibly a good
I thought,
father, right?
I thought the
Right.
same thing.
But it's like
Remember to wash our hands, right?
Yes.
Very good.
well, his hand is shaking. I don't know if you see the gun. He's shaking. Obviously, he's like a little nervous. Like, why would you even like consider? Like, why would you even put yourself in that position? Because you see the gun is shaking. Like, you see how the gun is shaking.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't play with my kid like that.
It just blows
see
my
that.
mind. Like,
It's probably like not the first time. He
That's
does it.
like
Kid's
some-
smiling about it. A little
Honestly,
bit.
that's
Imagine how many retakes he had.
bro. That's on some. I don't know.
That's some other-
I
that's
don't know
some
what he
other
was,
level,
I was
like,
thinking
trying
at
to
the moment.
chase.
Hey, sometimes like people get you never like when you're in a situation, you have to think like some people have their own vices. Like he could have been faded. You see you see the gun shaking.
Dude,
you know,
honestly-
sometimes there's what was the word that there's a word for it sorry, I can't think of the word, but it's like a household. A household when it's not, you know, it's a little bit like, you know, say your parents had a rough upbringing too, so that, you know that your kids are gonna have a little bit of enough rough upbringing as well. It's just sometimes life is like that, but honestly, in that case, that fool was tripping, bro.
that's some like, dude. Honestly, I'm not even trying to wish bad nothing on nobody, but I just really think some people should go to the house and have a conversation with that father. That's not, and then putting it on the internet for the world to see it's just crazy, bro. It just blows my mind what people do for fame, what people do for the internet. But it steers us back to the actual question I had for you, Spoonchy. You're a comedian. You do pranks on the internet.
Yes.
What's up?
what would be the drawing line for you of how far you would not go? Like, for instance,
Yeah,
I
like
know-
what's your limit
I know there's I know that
for money in a way?
I understand the video was kind of satire in a way. Like, it was a kind of a harsh way of trying to show a kid what to do. But would you ever put yourself in a position like that?
No, bro.
For jokes?
One for one, it's a kid, and then two, it's a gun, and you always got to treat it like it's loaded. Playing around, even if it was like a Nerf gun, I wouldn't even do that, because then someone's gonna get an idea of thinking that's funny or okay. So that kid's gonna go and do it to a little brother and accidentally shoot him. Then what happens? He's gonna blame this guy here. You know,
No,
it's gonna run back to this guy that it was okay. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, bro. So, in your sense, as far as comedy, and I'm sure you see other comedians too, and other people that do pranks. Have you ever seen a prank where it was like a little too far?
Yes, I actually seen a video where a kid got killed, pretending to rob someone, and the guy actually he had a CCW, so it's a carry concealed weapon, and he was licensed to carry, so he thought he was getting robbed. The guy pulls out a gun and kills the kid. The guy comes out in the camera and says, "Yo, it's just a prank. It's just a prank." Ends up just dying. So
That's crazy.
that you can see that on
Dude, you
YouTube.
see
It
that
comes
a
out.
lot nowadays. Like, I don't know if you guys seen that one dude. I forgot his name, but it's like this one black dude that goes up to people and starts like.
Oh
says,
yeah, chain snatcher.
No, not apart from that. Like that. No, it's not even that. It's like this is one dude that'll be like, "Oh, you wanna smack or something." He'll like tell him something like.
Oh, I know you're talking about. You're talking about Funny Marco. Yeah, he's like,
No, not
yeah.
him.
Is that the one that says today we're gonna say we're smacking the shit out of anybody that says no? That guy?
No, he'll be like, no. He'll be like, you go up to a group of dudes. He'll be like, "You want to hit?" And the dude will be like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? I want to hit? I
Oh,
want
top
to hit."
not idiots.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah,
those
those
dudes.
guys top
They'll be like, "You
notch.
want to hit?" And then they'll be so mad and shit, and they'll pull out the bong. And be like, "No, do you want to hit or the bong?"
Or you want beef and they pull
But
out
it's
beef.
like, dude, you got to understand. It's just not good to put that on the internet, my opinion, because people get the idea that's okay, and then they try doing the same thing, replicating it because they follow these people and they're influential,
Right.
and put themselves in positions where like their life could be jeopardized. For instance, that case where the prank where the person got killed or whatever.
Right.
Bro.
It's just very, very crazy, like what people do for fame.
Well, then you have to ask yourself as well, what would be your price to sell out?
That's true.
Like if you were offered $1 billion right now, and they're like, "Oh, you have to, I don't know, do something, moon the president or something, something, something.
I'll
stupid
do
or
it for
something
100
outlandish."
million. I'll moon the president for 100 million. So
I'm sure you
give me
would.
the
Hold on,
billion.
what?
But
Easy.
You'd
Piece of
moon the
cake.
president?
I'd get naked and walk in front of him, crip walk.
it's just one of the.
It wouldn't matter. You know?
It's just one of those things where I ask myself every day, because majority of the things that we do in life are for money, or it's to survive, to sustain ourselves. So I mean, I'd say for everybody, even ask your limit, ask yourself like what your limit is, like what would be the amount of money that would be life changing enough to where I would do something outlandish, and just I would probably redefine your values at that point if you see that it's not
And
worth it.
And that's good. It's good that he says that, because you asked the question like, "What's the price? Like, where are you willing to go up to?" And that's a good one that you said. Like, what are you willing to go up to? Like, what's your price? Where you say, you know what, this is where I will stop, right? But also, it's a double question, because you ask yourself, what am I willing to do to earn that? So it's like, how hard am I willing to work in a sense, but it just in a different question, in a different wording.
But see, then
You
you
see
have
what
to
I'm saying?
ask yourself as well, the stuff that you would be doing to get the free money in a sense, is it, I mean, could you consider it work really? If it's just something, like how I said, just something outlandish.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. We're living in a society now where people do everything for money. Like, you got OnlyFans, you got things that people post on the internet, like what was that one dude's name?
It's cloud chasers, brother.
Boom Gang. Boom Gang, like he blew up really, really fast, dude. Like you saw, because doing his crazy stunts and stuff. And don't get me wrong, for the consumer, it was definitely funny, but people don't realize the kind of danger that he would put himself in, just like simply doing those type of things. And I mean, I don't know if you guys follow up with Boom Gang now. I think his name is John Gabbana, But like he changed his life completely around. Like, you know, like he's like sober and stuff now. He's like very chill dude and stuff. But
Facts.
I actually seen that. I actually seen him change, and he's like into Christ and God and all
yeah,
this
bro,
good
he's
stuff.
like underneath all the tattoos and stuff is an actual human being. You
He's
know,
a good guy.
And sometimes people get lost in the sauce, literally, like lost in the sauce of the internet, because the internet will make you do crazy things if you don't have your mind state in the right place, if you don't have your morals right, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for nothing. You fall for everything. You know what I mean? It's like that saying goes and stuff. But I mean, me personally, there's a reason why I would never do certain things on the internet, because of the fact that that's my legacy. And I wouldn't want to jeopardize my legacy by posting some outlandish stuff on the internet because I want to be famous. Like, for instance, that video of the kid, like, first off, it just, I mean, I'm like I said, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but if child services were to see that video, I'm sure they'd easily have a conversation with the father, because that's not right.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That is not right.
Well, then you also have to ask yourself too on the journey, like, what am I working for? Because whatever you're working for will determine what you're willing to do to get it. See what I'm saying? Because well, a perfect example is like that video. Why would you post it? Like, what do you want? Fame? You want money?
If you're trying to teach a kid a lesson, it's kind of a messed up way to teach a kid a lesson.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like he wasn't trying to teach his kid a lesson. He was just trying to be funny in a way. Not
They're just trying to get views.
Trying to get
But
views.
what kind of bothered me about the video was that the kid kind of like, it seemed like he was used to it.
It was normal. Yeah,
he looks
exactly.
up, laughs. He just kind of like knew what was going on. He's like
silly
I'm
dad
washing
type
my
of thing,
hands,
you know?
and he's just
It's
like
like,
laughing
oh, dad
about
does
it.
this all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's obviously it wasn't that was first time.
Like,
doing
he
that
wasn't
type
like
of shit.
shocked, like, oh my god, he's pointing.
Right.
It's
On top of that too, I'm
Different
even if it was a
household.
real gun, I'm sure the kid was like, oh,
different people.
it's a gun. You know, I play video games with that. It's like just a game.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
see, then we have to ask ourselves, like, you know, it really shows how desensitized the society is to certain
definitely, bro.
elements.
Definitely think of
You know what I
think,
mean?
think of COD, bro. Who doesn't play Call of Duty? Who doesn't have that shit on their iPhone? Like, bro, I know my like. All right, for one thing, and like I kind of, I got to the point where I knew that I couldn't escape the fact that my son was gonna get into that stuff, because it's like okay,
It's inevitable.
it's inevitable. He's in school. He has friends. It's like I grew up playing that type of stuff, but I'm not a violent type of person at all.
But then it goes back to, I'm gonna cut you off.
But you gotta have good morals instilled.
And just how you what you teach a kid, because
Exactly.
a kid could play video games and he'll understand the video games, but then you do those type of things and the kid thinks it's a game
Exactly.
in real life. So
No.
how T said, he'll go and point it at a friend, and he happens to have his finger on the trigger. He doesn't know gun control. He's a little kid. He happens to pull the trigger. Now he just messes up 2 lives from just simply not being taught the
family,
right
bro.
things. You know, just like everything just goes to crap because of the fact of this one simple decision that this father made of putting a gun at his kid and posting it on the internet.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind. Like, the price of fame is very, how T said, you got to understand what you're willing to pay for it. And if you're not willing to pay with your morals, then you got to stand on that at all times. TV, camera or not, you got to stand on it at all times, because it's who you are. You know? It's very interesting.
I agree with that.
Sir, what are you fucking...
I don't know. I wear these glasses and I just feel like I'm
Indoors.
too cool. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no sun in here, but I've seen a lot of people wear glasses on podcasts. So I'm just like, let me see how cool I'll feel what I see from inside out, and I'm kind of feeling cool, to be honest. I feel
like that.
really chill.
It's really
Like,
cool.
you could even hear it in the tone of my voice. Like, I'm kicking back. What's going on, boys? How you guys doing today? I didn't even ask the boys how they're doing today. Anyways, how you guys doing today?
Blessed, bro.
everything?
We blessed. We just
Chilling, bro.
we just
Always
working,
blessed.
bro. We just working.
Just grinding, man.
Right now is we're getting at a very crucial point in the NTS era. Like, right now we're at a point where, like, we're seeing the whole year that we've been putting in work into everything we've been doing. We're seeing it. We're reaping the rewards, not in the sense where, like, we're winning completely yet. We're winning in our own way, but more than anything, like, we're seeing how much progression has came in the last, like, couple of months to a year that we've been doing this.
On top of that, what it really takes to get things off the ground and up and running too, because it's a learning experience for both of us, trying to turn nothing to something. You know what I'm saying? Literally in the name, it's like, it's got to be something that you live and breathe every day. It can't just be like a once a week thing. Like, it's definitely a test because it's like how Lou always says, you know, this life is not for everybody, and along the journey you really see who it's for and who it's not.
Because even if you say it's for you, it will definitely show in due time. Because
Oh yeah,
because it comes with a lot. Like even trying to get this podcast, like in a couple episodes we spoke about that, trying to get it up and stuff. T and Raul saw, like, Raul's not here no more, but he's doing busy doing his own things and stuff. But even they saw me like, buddy? Y'all seen the panic attack, anxiety attack I had, dude. Like just trying to set this podcast up was like the biggest, like, I guess not struggle. Yeah, struggle in a sense, yeah, but just like uncomfortable situation that I put myself in, because like I didn't know what I was doing when I started up and stuff. And you know, as a team, we started working together and getting on the same page and stuff. And seeing it now, like you guys go back to the first episode to now, like just the progression is amazing. It's
completely different, bro.
It's like,
honestly,
it's amazing. It's amazing. And
I just wanted to say too, as well, you know, gratitude to everybody that's been rocking with us, you know, from the jump since day one. And then, you know what I mean?
For real, give him a round of applause.
No,
come on, round of applause, for real.
Yes, sir.
We'll go ahead and put that effect too. Don't want to, wake nobody up, but
we appreciate you guys for real.
But we really do though, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. And I actually had someone reach out to me the other day and just told me that they were just proud of what we're doing and all that. I just thought to myself, like, it should be known that we obviously wouldn't be here without our supporters, our fans, you know what I'm saying? Even the people that might not like what we're doing, still, we wouldn't be here without y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep being the best you can be, and, we're going to do the same.
Yeah, and then I just hope everybody knows, too, is that we definitely consider you guys supporters, but more than anything, we consider everybody rocking with us like family, because we want
exactly.
The reason why we speak in certain ways, like sometimes it'll be funny, sometimes it'll be deep stuff, sometimes it'll be how we're feeling and what we're going through. It's more of a sense so people could relate to it and people could understand that we're human too, and we're on the same marathon. Like Nipsey said, we're on the marathon, and we all come from the same place. Maybe not specifically, but we all come from nothing, and nothing is very different to everybody else. Like, but we're all trying to get something, and that's the whole reason of this. And we're just staying committed to the vision, and that's the whole thing of what we're doing. And TS the Vision and TS TV, but. Yeah, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. 2023 is around the corner, boys.
2023.
We about to go up.
Yeah, dude. Happy New Year, guys.
Yes,
Happy New Year,
everybody.
Happy New
Happy
Year
New Year to everybody.
We got Mrs. Spoonler over here. We're going to be dropping a bunch of new videos.
Yes.
And you guys get on his case on the comment section if you don't see any new videos by the next year.
Yeah, for real. Blow him up. Blow him up.
Bullshit.
Blow me up, too.
Talk some shit. Just say some stupid shit.
We will be on his case. Like it or not, Spoon.
Trust me, with these new glasses, I'm unstoppable now, buddy.
Oh, wow. We're going to see.
I'm
trying to stroke his ego either.
And the fans are holding you to it. But anyways.
Price of fame, y'all. Don't sell out for money.
Yeah.
Do things that you do with your morals intact. Because at the end of the day, once the internet stuff is all gone and the lights go out, it's you and the person you see in the mirror.
By yourself.
And nobody else. So it's like... You want to feel good about yourself and everything you're doing. Not feel like, oh, shoot, why did I do that just for likes, just for views? I don't know. That's my personal opinion.
What he's trying to say is be you, love you, do you, because nobody else can do it better than yourself.
Facts.
Yes,
Y'all have
sir.
a blessed
Yes,
one.
sir.
Be safe. Peace out. We'll see you next year.
Peace.